What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wow, it might be Tech Tuesday.
Well, you can watch it on any day you want. That's the
true.
beauty of the internet. So guys, a little over a month ago, we told you that there were some rumors swirling around in the business world that Apple was looking into maybe buying up their competitor TIDAL to bring some order and unity to the current landscape of online music streaming. The rumor was reported on by the Wall Street Journal and it seemed pretty legit, but since then, nothing further has been reported on the matter, leaving us all to assume that it's either not happening or was never gonna happen in the first place.
Until now. Stop, wait. Well, okay, so honestly, we still have no real clue what's going on with this whole thing, but maybe there are some actual talks happening. Maybe there aren't, who knows, but regardless, Kanye West let his feelings about the potential deal and music streaming in general be known this past Saturday via Mr. West's preferred method of communication, Twitter. In a string of tweets, he wrote this.
This TIDAL Apple beef is fucking up the music game. I need Tim Cook, Jay-Z, Dez, Jimmy, Larry, me, and Drake, Scooter on the phone or in a room this week. Fuck all the dick swinging contests. We all gon' be dead in 100 years. Let the kids have the music. Apple give Jay his check for TIDAL now and stop trying to act like you Steve. I forgot to add Daniel Ek.
Okay, yeah, so there's a lot to unpack there, so we'll break it down really quick here. Kanye thinks that competition between rival streaming services is now hurting music, so he wants to get Apple CEO Tim Cook, TIDAL owner Jay-Z, Beats co-founder Jimmy Iovine, Alphabet CEO Larry Page, recording artist Drake, talent manager Scooter Braun, and of course himself, either on a conference phone call or in a room together this week to talk about it, I guess. I don't know. He also mentioned someone named Dez in the list of names, but we don't know who that is, and maybe it's just a typo.
Maybe it was just his fingers.
Twitter fingers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Anyway, the dick swinging contest Kanye mentions is probably referring to different streaming services using exclusive releases to get fans to migrate over. TIDAL has done it with releases from Beyonce and from Kanye and a few others, and it was just announced this week that Frank Ocean's long-awaited return this Friday will be an Apple Music exclusive. If we had to speculate, it's possible that Kanye's string of tweets are a direct result of finding out about Frank Ocean's deal with Apple.
Or he knows more behind the scenes and just let loose publicly to scare Apple.
He's a real wild card.
Yeah. You can't trust this Kanye guy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But back to the tweets. We all gonna be dead in 100 years, let the kids have the music. That seems to further imply that Kanye thinks exclusives are bad for music listeners. But then Kanye tells Apple to, quote, give Jay his check for TIDAL, implying that there are in fact discussions between the two entities to absorb TIDAL into Apple Music. Or else Kanye just reads the Wall Street Journal like all of us do.
It's a great newspaper.
Anyway, when Kanye writes, stop trying to act like you're Steve, he's referring to Steve Jobs, obviously, and basically saying that Tim Cook isn't the businessman that Steve Jobs was, which is not a very productive thing to say to someone that you're trying to do a business deal with, but hey, that's Kanye, and he's a genius like Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
And obviously Tim Cook, despite his overwhelming love for that dancing mouse, just
You're not
can't
Steve.
compete.
Stop trying to act like you Steve.
Yeah, just can't compete with the genius level that he's on.
Yeah. Oh, and so that last tweet, I forgot to add Daniel Ek, of course refers to Spotify CEO, and it's unclear if he was left out in the initial tweet unintentionally, or if this is just another example of Kanye's unorthodox art of the deal power moves where he insults people that he's trying to do business with. Which I just realized that's totally a book I would read.
Yeah.
Kanye, you really need to write Kanye's Art of the Deal.
Yeah, that would be great.
It would blow the original Art of the
It'd
Deal
be way
out of
better
the
than
water.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Yeah.
The Art of the Deal with Kanye West.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's great. It's a great idea.
with the addition of Daniel Ek, Kanye's Dream Summit would be a meeting of the minds of the people behind TIDAL, Spotify, Apple, and Google, who all control virtually all of streaming music.
I would like to add to that, though, that it's very funny that Kanye, much like douchey bros trying to get a date, is negging. He's negging the CEOs.
That's the art of the deal in 21st century.
Yeah, you just neg the shit out of someone.
Yeah, you're not Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyways, it's clear, it's not clear actually whether the meeting will ever go down, either this week or in the future. After all, we're talking about a guy who publicly asked Mark Zuckerberg to invest $1 billion into his insane Donda plan that included everything from e-commerce to nuclear power to HIV research to holograms and even more than that. A request that Kanye, of course, made on Twitter, a social network that Mark Zuckerberg does not use. He'll get the memo,
If you
though.
tweet loud enough, it comes out of the phone.
Yeah. It's like if you put a note on a carrier pigeon, if it even gets in remotely the correct area, someone will pass it along.
Works in the movies.
Yeah.
There's also the ironic possibility that even if Apple was in the process of purchasing TIDAL, Kanye's tweets could be violating a non-disclosure agreement about the whole deal and could actually be throwing a giant wrench in the process more than doing anything else.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a bold strategy, Kanye. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah. The deal just got $1 billion less. It got $1 billion cheaper from Apple because of you fucking around on the internet.
Jay, don't bring him to the next meeting.
Yeah.
He's a wild card.
Jay, I know he's your friend. I know you guys are all friends. How about you take the meeting and just don't tell Kanye that it's happening, actually? We would like Kanye to be surprised.
Jay, when are we going to have this meeting?
Kanye,
well,
yeah.
actually...
Yeah, actually, Jay, where's my cut? Actually, yeah, we cut you out of the board, too. Yeah, all your stock's gone, Kanye. Damn it, I need $55 million.
I'm still deeply in debt.
Anyways, let's move on. It actually feels great to finally be at the point in the week when we can set aside the 2016 election and just talk about what's going on in the world of technology without all the bickering and distractions and... Oh, god damn it, not again. Okay, guys, Donald Trump said something stupid about wind power. And I know a lot of you hate how we cover the things that come out of this man's mouth and think that we're some part of some weird mainstream media conspiracy that never criticizes anything about Hillary. But what it really comes down to is that Hillary is just at least smart enough to just shut the fuck up most of the time. And Trump is attracted to hot microphones like a fly to a light bulb.
Yeah. You Google Hillary, she just didn't talk today.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have to. Trump, he likes to talk.
Yeah.
He likes to tweet, he likes to talk. There's just more material.
Him and Kanye, that would be a meeting of the minds.
That would be a meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
Maybe Donald Trump will buy TIDAL.
Yeah. I think that we should make that happen. Mr. Trump, I got this great streaming service you should buy.
Yeah.
Just call it Trump. Be great. It's the best stream.
Trump streaming
the
service.
highest streaming quality.
Yeah.
It's great.
This is a great idea.
I know.
Anyway, we would be happy to let a single day go by without reporting on shit that Trump says, but we can't because he won't let a day go by where he doesn't say something ridiculous in public. It's that simple.
Yes.
So, at a rally in Pennsylvania on Monday night, Trump went after a new target, renewable energy sources. He said of solar power, "It's so expensive, and honestly, it's not working so good. I know a lot about solar. I love solar, but the payback is what, 18 years?" Which he's not totally wrong, I guess. Solar is a long-term investment, even with all the drastic improvements over the last few years that have made it much more cost-effective.
18 years! 18 years! On his 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his. Not his solar
Trump
panels.
needs to buy TIDAL.
Oh my god. I want a Trump-Kanye mixtape like the one he did with Jay-Z so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Trump then switched his focus to wind power. And that's when things get fun. He said this, quote, "The wind kills all your birds. All your birds. Killed. You know, the environmentalists never talk about that. And I wouldn't exactly say it makes your farmlands look beautiful. Got all these windmills all over the place driving you loco when you look at them, right? So, okay, hold on. Back to that first part. The windmills are killing all of our birds. Well, that's just awful. I guess unless you're a farmer who doesn't like birds eating your crops. Are you telling me windmills have two great uses?
Yeah, put up more of these windmills. These goddamn crows keep eating my apples.
Yeah, just stand behind it with a bowl and just get all the...
We got another one!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all the chopped meat, throw it right on the grill.
In all seriousness, though, windmills actually do kill birds. I had to look this up. Not all of the birds, but some. And they're often large migratory birds like bald eagles, the most American of birds.
But we've been over them. They're fucking dicks.
Yeah, they're also dicks.
Yeah.
In fact, wind turbines kill an estimated 140,000 to 328,000 birds each year in North America, which is horrifying. Until you compare it to literally any other bird death statistic. For example, the number of migratory birds in North America that are killed by colliding with buildings, such as Trump Tower, is somewhere between 100 million and 1 billion birds per year.
There's no way that's possible.
So around
Is that really real?
Yes. So 2,000 times the number killed by windmills.
That's fucking nuts. That we're losing that many birds to buildings?
Yeah, it turns out birds are fucking stupid.
Well, duh. They got tiny
And
little
buildings are
string brains.
shiny. They're just like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's tragic. I mean, how many chickens do we kill a day to eat? That's got to be higher than that.
They're delicious.
I mean, yeah, and they die a brutal death.
It's quick.
Well, not everyone's chopping their head off with a cleaver.
They should
not
be.
in mass production. Anyways, as with many fun Donald Trump quotes, there's a grain of truth in what he's saying. Even if that grain of truth is utterly worthless in the context of his speech, in which he was advocating for more coal mining, which, by the way, is estimated to kill around 7.9 million birds a year, which is 33 times the number killed by wind power. It's also funny to note that while Trump's comments about wind power are mainly to appeal to Pennsylvania's coal mining industry, his beef with wind power actually goes back a few years to when Trump unsuccessfully sued the government of Scotland for allowing wind turbines to be built within sight of a golf course that he was building, saying that they would ruin the view. So many of those little canaries, they die in coal mines.
Honestly, Trump, he doesn't actually give a shit about birds.
No.
Otherwise, he'd declare war on cats who kill between 1.4 billion and 3.7 billion birds a year.
Get rid of these cats!
And he definitely doesn't care about canaries. Because in the same speech, he said of coal mining safety laws, the restrictions environmentally are so unbelievable, where inspectors come 2 and 3 times a day and they can't afford it any longer and they're closing all the mines. It's not gonna happen anymore, folks. We're gonna use our heads. And probably canaries.
Has he not seen the 33?
Just put a couple canaries in there.
We're going back to the canary system.
The bird
This
died.
would be a real meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
You know, because Anyways, in other renewable energy news, that merger between Tesla and Solar City that we told you about last week is finally happening. This would be the thing that sets Elon Musk's master plan into motion by combining 2 companies that he's the majority shareholder in. The merger will presumably bring about better efficiency for both the automotive and solar sides of the company, with the most noticeable change being Solar City and Tesla sharing retail spaces and consumer service. Smart.
Yeah.
Combine the 2. There you go.
But then over in Ukraine, the government is looking into building potentially the largest and most productive solar energy plant on Earth.
Uh-oh, Trump, don't get Putin on the phone.
And they're looking to build it somewhere that won't require as much work to set up a whole new power grid. The Chernobyl exclusion zone.
Oh, good.
Which is, it's been full of radiation and completely abandoned since the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986.
You can visit it.
But it still has a pretty usable and intact power grid that could be converted to a new purpose fairly easily. They estimate that the plant would generate 1,400 megawatts of power, which is significantly more than the current record holder, China's Longyanzia Dam Solar Park.
See, this is how wars should be fought. You have to one-up the country that's doing better than you in renewable energy and tiger population.
Kanye is wrong. Dick measuring contests is how we progress.
Yeah, but it has to be the right kind of dick
Elon
measuring
Musk and
contest.
Jeff Bezos measuring their dicks with rockets have saved space.
Yeah.
All these countries that are measuring their dicks with massive solar farms.
Yeah.
It's good for everyone. TIDAL and Apple Music measuring their dicks with exclusives.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, just don't... Yeah, I think it's funny, though, that fucking... In the Ukraine, a place that Putin really wants to get his hands on, they're thinking about putting some solar stuff in. Trump will not let this happen. He's gonna tell Putin right away that it is not good. It takes 18 years. 18 years?
18 years, who's got the time?
And then on the solar plant's birthday, you find out it hasn't been producing the amount of megawatts that it promised? That's the problem. Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of high energy, it's time for Phil Larigo to step in and tell us about what's going on this week in the world of stupid bullshit.
The 2016 Olympics in Rio are here, and we've come a long way from the days of athletes with molester mustaches gracing the front of Wheaties boxes. Brazil's president's getting impeached. The country doesn't have the money to actually hold a fancy Olympics party. The Zika virus might kill everybody there, and the bay where water events are being held is festering with shitty raw sewage. P.S. The viruses in the water are at levels that are 1.7 million times higher than what's considered high for the US, so you better swim with your mouths closed, bros. But none of this is why the Olympics are all fucked up. It's Twitter. The US Olympic Committee is trying to lock down who can tweet about the Olympics and is claiming trademark infringement if companies mention their precious Olympics. Listen to how fucking insane these trademark Nazis, alleged trademark Nazis are. Commercial entities can't post about trials or the Olympic Games on social media and are banned from using the hashtags Rio16 and Team USA. The Olympic Committee is enforcing Rule 40, which I checked and is nothing like Rule 34, so zip your pants, you fucking perv. Rule 40 states that companies that are not official sponsors can't talk about the Olympics online. Non-sponsors are banned from using the following words depending on context. You got Rio, 2016, gold, silver, bronze, medal, blah, 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 all these other fucking words down here. They can't say them unless they paid. It's a lot of fucking words. So this is how the sponsorship works. You pay the committee money and you can talk about them. If you don't, they're gonna threaten to sue you. Someone with a creative mind might draw parallels to this behavior and say they resemble bribery or protection money. You'd have to use a word like allegedly a lot when claiming that the Olympic Committee are behaving like a cartel when they take a lot of Coca-Cola's money so Coca-Cola cannot get sued. Coca spent a lot of money to talk about a bunch of people that you'd probably fuck. Reportedly, they spent $100 million on the 2012 Olympics 4 years ago, And they need to. If Coke doesn't advertise, people will forget to drink their brown sugar water. So here's a quick test. If a company needs to advertise, you probably don't need their shit. You don't see commercials for tap water or vegetables. You see commercials for junk food and DraftKings. So companies who have deep pockets want you to not forget about them and will pay obscene amounts of money to tweet about the 2016 Olympics, which is a glorified track meet in a country that's overrun with poisonous mosquitoes, human feces, and murderous police. So this sucks for the athletes who've worked a lot harder than you or I to get in peak physical condition and not get congratulated by their hometown car dealership when they win a medal. So what are the consequences if a company actually tweets at a winning athlete? Okay, plug your nose for this catastrophically huge pile of bullshit. If a non-sponsoring company tweets a good luck and mentions a particular athlete, that athlete can be stripped of their medal. So I hope you enjoyed working your ass off for the past 4 years and winning that gold medal because your uncle's insurance agent wished you good luck. The Olympic Committee can take your medal away and replace it with their big middle finger. So if there's any companies out there with huge balls that didn't sponsor the Olympics, I challenge you to tweet this out and tag me so I can be part of the lawsuit. Rio sucks in 2016 and the Olympics gave me a bronze discharge, hurting my performance this summer. And fuck sponsors. Hashtag Harambe for president. I'm out.
Woo! He's doing great in the polls.
Dicks out!
Well, guys, that's it for Tech Tuesday today, but or Newsday, whenever you watch it. If you're in Europe, you're watching it on a Wednesday. Here's the thing, though. Transformers Combiner Wars finally premiered today on Go90, and you should go watch it right now because in the first episode, I voice Computron, so you're going to want to check it out.
Do the voice.
No. Because that would be giving it away, and I know a thing about business.
Hello, I am Ricky the Robot.
That's pretty much accurate,
Yeah.
but you're gonna want to go watch it anyway, because I can't just give it away for free on here. Go watch it, enjoy, and when you're done watching that, watch other stuff over here. I did an interview with the cast of Suicide Squad. They were all incredibly nice. Got some great insight into the behind-the-scenes stuff from this movie. Also, we have an episode about Suicide Squad and the critical reactions to the movie, including what I thought of the film. And then below that, we also have a podcast that, if you think the world's all doom and gloom, we made sure to give a fair shake to the good things that happened in 2016.
It's not all bad.
Yeah.
There are a small handful of decent, okay things happening.
Yes. So appreciate them, damn it. And that way, when you watch the podcast, when everyone, all your friends and your parents and relatives say,
Man,
2016 sucks, you can be like, no. And thanks to Ricky and Elliot, here's an example.
Yeah.
Tigers are back.
They're back, baby.
Bigger than
They're
ever.
gonna fucking bite your face
They're
off.
gonna fucking kill you.